Are you ready to join me in transforming fear to freedom? That's the objective of the show. Are you ready to explore with me and my guests? Are you ready to get into the deep and play? This is where it's at, and that's what it's all about. No medical advice here. Use discernment and decide for yourself if the information is right for you. All views and opinions expressed on this show belong to the individual and are not necessarily shared with the producer of the show. Want more details? Go to letsgetrealchattinwithcatherine.com.
So glad you could join me. I'm Catherine Whelan Costen, host and producer of Let's Get Real Chattin with Catherine. And you can, of course, visit our website at letsgetrealchattinwithcatherine.com. You can socialize with me on social media, Facebook, Twitter. I'm on LinkedIn and Pinterest, although I'm not that active on Pinterest yet. But just letting you know, we're out there. And the website has been expanded, and I'm hoping that it's made it easier for you to navigate, and that the shows are available to watch right on the website. We'll be incorporating some of the Blog Talk archive shows onto the Let's Get Real Chattin with Catherine website. I also want to let you know that I'm just bubbling here. I'm feeling the expansion of the energies, and I'm going to talk about that in some shows with you, and as I explore my experience of meditation and what I know of it as well, and in a very practical way, so that you can come to some understandings of meditation in a very real way, and I speak to it from my own personal journey through meditation and what it's done for me in helping me to heal, to expand, to bring in more of the light, to become clearer with my inner wisdom, and so forth. And part of the process that I've been going through, metamorphosizing, so to speak, changing, embracing more of who I really am, and learning to accept the world as it is, and not necessarily suggesting that it must change, but knowing that it is changing. Change is a absolute on planet Earth, third dimension that we live in this physicality. Change is a natural process. We have the seasons, we have the days, we have night and day, we have birth and death, we have all the stuff in between. And it's the stuff in between that we kind of get stuck on. We understand to a certain extent. You come in, you're born, and then you die. It's the stuff in between that we're trying to figure out. Well, how do we do this? How do we do this better? And that's been my pursuit, and some of you obviously share it because you're joining me in listening to the shows, and I love that you are from all over the world, and I'm so grateful for the fact that you want to know, because it feels like, to me, I've been looking for people to play what if with, to play, is it possible to laugh more? Is it possible to enjoy life more? Is it possible to interact with each other no matter what color of your skin, what gender, what sexual preference, what any of those things? What could happen if we could have a big party and people from all different aspects of life could show up and be included in the party? And that's where I'm headed here with my sense of giggle that I have today, which is about expansion. And I feel like it's time to let you know, because I haven't had any live shows in this last little part of March, and I've been going through a bit of a transition, some healing still happening for me on the loss of my son, who was killed in a car accident last year, March 15th. So I'm still kind of processing some of that, although it's been a very interesting journey, and I've written and talked about that a lot. And I will talk about it more because of the fact that the things I've learned from the process. But part of what's happening to me right now is this sense of I want to connect more globally. I want to not just be having the shows and speaking. I want to have people coming and bringing their wisdom to this recipe that I call life, the recipe for an exquisite world. And so I've decided to expand to a network of shows, a network of connection globally, and it's going to be called an Exquisite World Global Network. An exquisite world is a mental and heart-based consciousness of joy, of living in harmony for those of us who want that. And it feels like a lot more people do, and a lot more people are looking for some answers to their questions. There's a lot more people sort of, we call, waking up to, or at least turning their eyes to a different direction and looking for something more. And that's how I felt. More. There's something more, but also there's something exquisite in this. And it feels exquisite when we get to know people on the other side of the world, when we can really look into their eyes and understand that basically they want the same things we do. They want, to be safe. They want their children to be fed and housed, and when they need medical attention, they want to be able to get it. When they want to read books or learn more, they want it to be available. They want clean water. They want, a healthy, joyful life. Now, how they express that is going to be different. Cultural, society, their creativity, their art forms, their expressions are going to be different. Foods are going to be different. And I want to bring together under one network little pieces of these gems and share them with you. And so what I'm saying is that we're going to be launching this network as soon as it's ready to be born. I've had a lot of people ask me when, and what's finally come to me is it's just no different than when you're waiting for a baby to be born. It's born when it's ready. And that's what's going to happen with this. So we are in the process of creating some of the new website parts to it, videos, audios, resources, and also bringing together collectively different mindsets. What I'm really feeling is I want to bring that wisdom in and the practical, so that we can talk about the good things happening on the planet. For those of you who are ready for something other than the mainstream news, I think there are a lot of things going on that are really good, really delicious, and really exquisite, and I want to talk about it. And new inventions, alternative fuels, ways of farming that are different and practical and that can be applied, so that we don't have to keep reinventing the wheel. If somebody over in Norway is doing something that could be practically applied in Canada, then let's talk about it, let's connect, because whatever we do to make one part of our home better, it's going to make the rest of the home better, And so I really feel like this is the time. And so what I'm asking you for is to start to talk about it in Exquisite World Global Network. And if you'd like to contribute to an Exquisite World Global Network, you can do so right on the Let's Get Real Chattin with Catherine.com donation button is there for that reason, to help, because obviously we're going to need some finances to get this off the ground, and is my intention to, as that happens, to expand into places where we can actually make a difference, even financially, to help support other things that are going on in the world, to help make the world a better place. And I feel like that's where this is going to go, and I feel like I want to share it with you because I'm so excited, and some people are wondering what's going on. That's what's going on. And I am still looking for a few places where I'd like to, my foundation has to be solid before we launch this. So I want to bring together some science understandings that are practical and new thinking in the quantum energy and quantum healing, and alternative healers who are doing things that are fantastic, in the chiropractic, natural health, and so forth. And also some people who are doing things on the political realm that are different, that are collaborative, that are showing ways that we can have win-win situations. I want to talk to people on the social front to have this information brought forward of what we're doing to raise the quality of life for people everywhere. So there's going to be a lot of aspects to this, and I'm intending and breathing my life force into this with great gusto. But at the same time, I'm also knowing that it's being guided, and I'm following that guidance, and it will take as long as it takes. So that's the good news for today, and I hope you will share this information with people who you think will benefit from knowing it. And if you have services or resources, or you want to get involved right on the ground floor and help to sponsor this venture, I would be delighted to hear from you. There's always going to be opportunities for advertising and sharing and coming together as a community. That's how it feels. This is a community opportunity, and I am thrilled to be breathing it. And so thank you so much, and until next time, take care.
Thank you for watching. Feel free to share the link. You can join us for live shows by going to letsgetrealchattinwithkatherine.com and listen to the replays from the show page, preview guests, and explore links to our Facebook fan page, WordPress blog, and more. We are creating an exquisite world. Until next time, take care.